A high school valedictorian uses his commencement address to send his school an epic message. And video of that moment has now gone viral. The teen winds up tearing up his pre-approved speech and then reciting the Lord's Prayer instead. The crowd goes wild, even drowning him out partway through. Listen here.
Understand when I say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. As we forgive those who trespass against us, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Roy Costner is this year's valedictorian at Liberty High School in Pickens County, South Carolina, and my guest now. Roy, great to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
What was that like? What did it feel like when you did that and they started cheering you?
That was an awesome moment. You can't tell from the video, but I was in tears on stage just from joy. I didn't expect an outcome like that. I was hoping maybe a few would clap, and then it blew up. And
did you get the chills?
Yes, I had goosebumps all over, and it was.
Except what was going on with the people behind you? Buzzkills.
They were quite funny. The principals, and when I tore up the speech, the administrative staff and school board members, when I tore up the speech, they immediately put their heads down because they didn't know what kind of outcome I would be talking about.
So you had to get them to pre-approve your valedictorian speech at the school?
Yes, about 2 weeks before, they came to me in the salutatorian and they said that it was required that we not talk about any type of God, Allah, whoever it may be, that we not have any type of religion talk inside of the speech at all. So after a bunch of prayer and a bunch of devotion and time spending reading the Bible, I decided that I felt like it was necessary with everything that's been going on with freedom from religion and contacting our school district from Wisconsin and trying to get prayers out of our schools altogether.
Yeah, that's a group that had been pushing to see no more prayer at any school function, school board meetings, commencement, you have it, and they won.
Oh, yeah,
but you won in the end.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't understand why a group like that. We're a community. We are strongly we are for prayer, for God. We had no complaints that I know of to the district at that time. It was only because this group from Wisconsin contacted our district and said that they were sending a letter of intent for a lawsuit. And it was only for prayers prior to the school board meeting. It had nothing to do with the rest of the different types of inside of school and stuff like that. And they decided to look over their entire plan and withdraw it all together.
They got rid of prayer from top to bottom.
Right, and anything.
And so you had planned to do this. You had decided after praying and thinking on it that you were going to do this when you got up there to give your speech.
Yes.
What did the speech that you submitted to the administrators say?
Well, it was actually the original speech that I had that I presented to them. And anyways, I just added the Lord's Prayer, and they were accepting of it, and they said it was good to go. And what I found out afterwards is that it was going to be bound into a book. I thought I was going to be able to freely carry my speech up onto stage, so it would not be an issue where I would have to tear it or something like that.
What did they say to you after you did it?
There wasn't much talk, just because they can't say within their boundaries, just because they're state employees.
How about the students?
The students were with me, and you can't hear from the video, but they're actually saying it with me. Most of them were.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing.
Well, some just wanted to applaud just because they loved the stance you took. And I said this on the air yesterday when we showed a clip, but it says something about the country we live in right now, that it takes courage for you to recite the Lord's Prayer at a seminal moment in your life. But it does now, because you had a whole group of people trying to stop you from saying that.
Yes.
And the feedback from the students, I mean, were they impressed at the courage it took?
Yes, they are, and I'm astounded still at the message I'm getting even from back home. The people sitting here telling me how proud they are of me. It's nothing special I did. I mean, if God hadn't showed down on Saturday, none of this would have ever happened.
And now you're off to Clemson.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there's a huge Clemson fan on our team, so go Tigers. All the best to you, Roy.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, just ahead, two views on what we are learning about the big spying scandal and whether this is more government overreach or a life-saving necessity. We're going to walk you through it from both sides, both arguments.